Hi, everyone. My name is Monika Lind, and I'm a graduate student at the University of Oregon Department of Psychology. I'm here today with my colleagues Nick Allen, Michelle Byrne, and Jordy Wicks. Hey, guys. To answer the Surgeon General's call, we grappled with one of the biggest challenges facing individuals, caregivers, clinicians, and policymakers who want to prevent mental health crises: timing. Thoughtful intervention at just the right moment can change behavior and save lives. Take, for example, blister packaging on medications commonly used in suicide attempts. By placing a time-consuming, distracting barrier at just the right moment between a person and a suicide attempt, public health policymakers saved lives. Unfortunately, we can't wrap the world in bubble wrap and blister packaging, just like clinicians, caregivers, and individuals cannot stand vigil 24/7. So what do we do about the problem of being in the right place at the right time? Lucky for us, we live in a place and time in which most Americans carry with them an unprecedented opportunity to detect risk states and provide precise, life-saving interventions. Talking about cell phones. Over the last decade, members of our lab and colleagues at the University of Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon, and the University of Melbourne have developed methods to investigate how natural language use, facial expressions, actigraphy, and acoustic vocal quality reflect stress and mood states. During this Opportunity Project sprint, our team has created a passive mobile sensing tool that captures these behaviors via an individual's normal phone use. A keyboard logger collects natural language across phone apps. A selfie scraper collects, you guessed it, selfies. A patch into the Google Fit API collects activity and wearable data, and a one-sided voice recorder collects samples of acoustic vocal quality. These data are encrypted and sent up to the cloud, then downloaded and decrypted in our lab, where they warm our nerdy little scientist hearts. If it weren't for the Opportunity Project, we might have stopped there. Instead, the Opportunity Project inspired us to enrich the development of our risk state detection algorithm with federal open data. A person's phone use over time generates what we call individual big data. How then should we connect individual big data with federal open data? We addressed that challenge by adding geotagging to the individual big data. With geotags, we can query federal open databases to assess a person's local context in terms of both hazards and resources. Veterans struggling with the transition back to civilian life comprise the specific use case we focused on in recent weeks. With help from David Marin at the VA, we built a mechanism for querying the VHA facilities data set based on an individual's veterans' geotagged data. The query uses the veteran's current location to return the closest VA facilities that can provide support. This exemplifies how a risk state detection algorithm could incorporate an individual's surroundings and, upon detecting a risk state, push local resources and social supports back to the individual. The pieces are in place for scientists to develop a robust, precise, life-saving risk state detection algorithm. Engineers, mobile phone programmers, clinical psychologists, and data scientists have done extraordinary work over the last decade, the sum of which could revolutionize American mental health care. We hope that you will all join us in advancing this effort to expand opportunity and emotional well-being. Thank you.